It looks like Apple's moving in a good direction here. Sort of, not really. Let me explain it. Last month in August, Facebook implemented a new feature, paid online events for, in their words, small business recovery. Now, if I put that in my words, it becomes for increasing small business reliance on Facebook. But that's not the point. The point is that this feature means small businesses could create digital events on Facebook with paid entry into live streams or messenger chats. And it's actually pretty cool, I think. And for at least the next year, maybe more, Facebook won't take any fees from these digital events. None. All of it goes to the small businesses working on it, which is, again, really nice. Even though it's also a smart business move that furthers small business reliance on Facebook. No, this isn't a video criticizing Facebook. Let's stay on track. And this is when the trouble began. Take a look at this payment screen for Android and iOS. And of course they use a cheap iPhone for the iPhone. They would do that. It looks pretty similar, but an astute viewer may notice a minute, nay, dare I say, minuscule difference between them. Below the payment button on Android, it reads, Facebook doesn't take a fee from the purchase. And while that's also true about iOS, they wrote there, Apple takes 30% of this purchase, which is another truth. But for better or for worse, and probably worse, that's a truth that you cannot say on iOS. And then Facebook got that in the news, we all complained about it, and we moved on. Well, everyone except Apple and Facebook moved on. Facebook said that in August they had tried to negotiate with Apple to try and either get rid of the 30% cut for this or be able to use their own payment processor for this. But evil Apple said no. And it seems now evil Apple has had a change of heart, for some reason, now deciding to allow all digital events to use their own payment processor. Until the end of the year. They did a good there for a second. Right, for 1 second they had it, and they ruined it. I'm going to be honest, up until this point in writing the script, I actually thought that it was a permanent change, but it's not, and it kind of ruins it. This was supposed to be a video about how good that is, that they were going to change and allow these digital events to use their own payment processor, but it's not. It's just a temporary change. And since it's just temporary, they're probably just including everybody in it and not Facebook, just so that they're not criticized for treating devs unequally, because that's been a lot of recent criticism of Apple. So, I'm going to criticize Apple. Oh man, I really am just trying to make everyone upset with this video. So, the move by Apple was probably to combat the evil Apple press from the original Facebook decision, and then also throw in some good Apple press for being small business friendly and helping them out. So if it was an actual issue that Apple was charging for these online events, and it may be, maybe it's an issue, maybe it's not, but if it was, this didn't fix it. It didn't change anything except for a few months here where Apple's making a change, but it's just a few months. It doesn't really actually mean much. So whatever Facebook did here, getting this in the news, it didn't change this. And that's one thing we've learned there. The other takeaway is that Apple may actually start treating all devs more the same. Not because they want to treat them the same, but because they're getting a lot of press for not treating the same. So this may actually begin to fix some things. We may see them do more the same to all developers, because they don't want to have the media going after them for it. And this may mean that the App Store might become a better place for developers and consumers. I mean, maybe. They'll probably just going back to being good old evil Apple, but maybe. Also, Google Play Store is expanding what it takes a cut from, so Google's evil too. Oh man, everyone is going to hate me. I'm iSkyler. Thanks for watching. Bye.